everybody. John Pynakker with Mohave Valley Daily News, and this is our Valley Voices. It's brought to you by Living Waters Hospice, your hometown hospice. Living Waters Hospice was voted number one for the third year in a row by Mohave Valley Daily News readers. If you are needing hospice services, please give Living Waters a call at 928-565-9000. I've done a lot of these interviews. I've interviewed congressmen. I've interviewed all of our city officials and powerful people in the community. At the chamber, I met with a lot of those people. Never was nervous. Today I am. Even though I consider that we have been friends for a while, anytime that I'm around Sean Hammond, first of all, it doesn't matter how well I dress, I'm always outshined by Sean. But I have Sean Hammond today. Sean is a general manager at the Aquarius Edgewater in Colorado Bell. He's also the senior vice president and general manager of Golden Entertainment, and he operates and is responsible for the Aquarius, the Edgewater, and the Colorado Bell.
That is correct.
Good morning, Sean. Good morning. The other thing I always have to do when I'm with Sean Hammond is I have to talk about the time where Sean saved my life. Not figuratively, literally. It was about 5 years ago. We were at a dinner. I was on the executive board at the chamber at the time, and I had the privilege, my wife and I, of sitting at the Aquarius table for an awards banquet. And apparently I was chewing through my meat too fast and got a piece lodged. Look, I'm 200 pounds. I'm a pretty good sized guy. Sean Hammond yanked me out of my chair, flung me around the room for several minutes until that piece of meat dislodged, and literally saved my life. So thank you again.
You're welcome. Glad I could help.
Every time I see him, I'm like, hey, thanks for saving my life. All right, we got a bunch of things to talk about. I think the community is pretty aware of all the things that you are involved with, and we're going to talk about the things that you specifically have going on right now. But I wanted to touch on a few things. Going back on your bio, the thing that impressed me was you started working in casinos at age 21.
Correct.
So that's like 11 years ago.
Yeah, I wish. More hair too.
And worked your way up to the top. And I think the thing that I was most impressed about is Sean is one of these people that has gone through all the different levels and learned different things. My wife and I, a couple years ago, were out at the Aquarius for a date night. And we pulled up to valet, and Sean was out there dressed like this, loading bags up because they were a little short-handed and were falling behind. That's really impressed me. That's something that stuck with me, that you're the GM. You could be sitting up in your ivory tower, coordinating things from there, but instead you were out with everybody.
Yeah, it's it's something I tell my team all the time, that if the property or the company only needed to hire one person, they would only have one person on the payroll. But I need all 900 people at the Aquarius, and I need all 700 people at the Edgewater. And no job is beneath me. If I can help, I'm going to help. I'm not that good of a cook, so Tim won't allow me in the kitchen, and I can't fix a lot of stuff in facilities. But if they need stuff picked up or brought up, we all jump in and help out. And I expect that from my management team as well. If you're walking across the floor and you see trash on the floor or empty glasses, we're all expected to pick it up too. It's not just the cocktail waitress's job. It's not just environmental services job. It's everybody's job to help out. So,
and that's awesome. And I think that being involved with a lot of different communities in the area, or a lot of different organizations in the community, businesses, I think the most successful ones, the people at the top, have that mindset that it's. I know I've talked with Tyler Carlson at MEC quite a bit. That is their philosophy. Yes, I'm the CEO and this person answers phones, but we all have the same, in the grand scheme of things, we all have the same mission. So I think instilling that in your people.
Correct. And it's showing them too that they're just as valuable as I am. I have fun doing it actually, because the guests get a kick out of it, but my team gets a kick out of it. The valet and bellman get to razz me and stuff. So if I'm not stacking the luggage correctly, or if I don't fill out the coupon right, they just razz me to death, and then it's joking back and forth.
This one needs more training.
Right, exactly. So same thing goes with, the cocktail waitresses, or if I jump into a restaurant and help clear tables or something,
That's
it's
awesome.
just, everybody helps out.
Great example. I think I might still owe you a tip for that day.
Right.
I'll get you when we're done here. We could talk for another 2 hours about all the things that Sean's involved in. On the board of the Boys and Girls Club, and I think you do an annual $10,000 contribution to the Boys and Girls Club.
That's correct.
That's awesome. Very giving member of the community, along with your staff. So if you can talk a little bit about, and we're going to get to some of the other programs here, and the key one is the Food for Families thing that we want to talk about. But if you can talk about the involvement that your staff has, is it something that you've instilled in them, or is it something that they just came with, that was part of the process, is we give back to the community?
I think it was an initiative that I set forward, but I have such a great team that everybody just embraced it, whether it was the Tri-State Military Moms, or whether it was Casual for a Cause Day, or Food Drive, or School Supply. And each division kind of owns a certain thing. Like Table Games this month is doing, Table Games and Casino Operations are doing toy drives for the local fire department, and that's their big hoorah. And then the school supply drive is driven from the marketing division and everything. And then we have internal competitions and a lot of bragging rights when you're in first place or second place or third. And we make it a lot of fun, but we try to make sure that no one's intimidated to giving or helping out regardless of what we're doing. Someone may be able to bring 10 cans of food, and some may only be able to bring one, so everything's accepted. But when we all put it out there together in the community, it's the entire team doing it. It's not just one division or one person. So I've got a great team that always steps up wherever there's a need out there.
Yeah, and that's awesome. What is it? Many hands make light work, or something like
Correct.
that. So, some impressive numbers that come out of their toy drives and food drives and everything else. You mentioned the Tri-State Military Moms. You guys did the Remember Everyone Deployed, the red shirts with the proceeds all going to Tri-State Military Moms.
Yeah, we've been doing that for several years now, and that was actually a concept driven off of our Casual for a Cause Day. If you remember correctly, we used to have a lot of days when there were the townwide events like rodeo, and all the employees would dress down in country western wear. Mm-hmm. And then regatta, we dressed down in summer beach wear. And it got to a point that some of the decisions people were making to dress down really didn't fit the theme. And then I was looking at it and wondering what our guests were thinking, because if they weren't there for the rodeo or weren't there for regatta or any other day we dressed down, they didn't understand why the employees looked like this, So we flipped it and said, okay, we're going to do a Casual for Cause Days. And the team member will donate $5 or more. They'll get a Casual for Cause t-shirt, and they'll get to wear jeans for the day. And we do that a couple times a year. The first year we did it was for breast cancer awareness, and we did a pink shirt. Mm-hmm. And then we started going on from there to do for other charities. We did it for the food drive, where we 2 days the month they can dress down for Casual for a Cause, and then also the school supply drive. So I had a lady in my facilities department came to me about Tri-State Military Moms, and they needed help with their care baskets that they sent across. Sure. And so we said, let's do it. So we adopted the Red Friday, Remember Everyone Deployed, and then have been successful in not only getting our guests involved in buying the t-shirts and donating, but also getting other resorts in town doing it. So there have been several townwide concerts where all the resorts in Lawful were selling red shirts, and the proceeds were going to Tri-State Military Mom. And those ladies do a great job.
Yeah, they do. And it's awesome whenever you can get your competitors involved in this as well. I think that having the other resorts involved is awesome. So we're going to take a quick break here. Join News West Publishing in the city of Bullhead City this February 10th at the Anderson Auto Fieldhouse for our 9th annual Winter Expo. Over the past 8 years, each expo has grown bigger and better. It's a great opportunity for our local businesses to showcase their services offered to full-time residents and winter visitors of the community. You can spend your morning visiting a wide variety of tri-state area businesses all in one great location. During your walk through the expo, you can expect to find services ranging from home health and hospice to real estate professionals, car dealers, and so much more. There will even be small local businesses offering a wide range of products for your home, health and beauty, or gift giving. No matter what you're looking for, there's sure to be something for everyone at the 2021 Winter Expo, and the Anderson Auto Fieldhouse is a perfect place to find it. Let's continue on. We talked about the Tri-State Military Moms. Congratulations, you're part of the Lawful Tourism Commission as well, and the Lawful Tourism Commission won the Lloydshire's Tourism Award at the CAAs this year.
Correct.
You've got a few of those CAAs stacked up over there at your place.
Yeah,
don't
we
you?
do. Yeah, we have a few on the walls in my office, which is nice. It's a very nice compliment and a thank you from the community. The Lawful Tourism Commission is comprised of all the resorts in Laughlin, all the GMs, and we sit on that board and work in tandem with LVCVA and Las Vegas Events. LVCVA funds our destination marketing along with our event marketing through LVE as part of our room tax. So we work in trying to bring new events to town to drive tourism to the market.
Right, or bring people into town, and both sides of the river benefit that. So
Absolutely.
we appreciate that. All right, let's get into why we're here.
Okay.
All right, this is the Feed a Family program. We got a couple things going on. The Feed a Family program is money that it's a program that you do every year now. It starts with the Christmas trees, right? That you have?
Well, not actually. The Feed a Family program starts with our players contributing their points from their players card. While they're gambling, they rack up points, and those points can be redeemed for cash, free player comps. If they give us those points, for every 25,000 points we accumulate, we order another food box. That's a complete meal for a family of four. Right. So we do it for Thanksgiving, then we do it again for Christmas. So we actually kick it off November 1st, and then Thanksgiving weekend, we invite our hosted players in for a special tournament. And each of the executive hosts have an individually themed Christmas tree that the players donate the ornaments to. So, for example, Santa's Workshop, or Snowman, or Angels, or we have a patriotic tree, and the guests will donate the ornaments. And these trees have hundreds of ornaments on it. They're really nice.
They're beautiful.
And that auction starts the Friday of Thanksgiving weekend, and all the money collected from that also goes to Feed a Family. So whether it's 25,000 points or $25 in cash, we order another food box. And when I mentioned that it was a complete meal, it's a ham or a turkey, potatoes, gravy, stuffing, rolls, and vegetables. And it's also got cranberry sauce, pumpkin pie, and whipped cream. And it's all enough food for a family of four.
That's amazing. That's awesome. And it's not something. Well, first let's finish up on the Christmas trees. There's a pile of them, and they're beautiful, and they're not just in the Aquarius. You have them at the Edgewater as well.
We started with 10 at the Aquarius and 6 at the Edgewater. We've sold 2 outright at the Aquarius. So those are already removed from the auction block. Yeah. And if anybody wants to buy it outright, it's $1,750. We take it off the auction.
And, all right, so you sold 2 of them at $1,750, and they're gone. This goes through this Sunday, the 20th.
The 20th, correct.
Okay, so you still can make your way down there and check these things out. They are amazing and very well put together for sure. And it saves you labor of having to put up your own tree and decorate it and all
Absolutely.
that.
What's amazing is, we've partnered throughout the years with Home Depot, and the tree alone is well worth $350, $400. It's a 7.5-foot pre-lit Christmas tree. Mm-hmm. Some are flocked, some are not. And then all the ornaments on top of it. So the bidding starts at $300, and you increment your bids at $25. So we've got some trees out in the auction right now that are only sitting at $500 or $600. And if the people win that bid, then they're going to walk away really in a good spot. And we do all the work for you too. So if you put a bid on your tree, you leave us your email or your phone number, and if somebody outbids you, we'll call you from the Players Club and say, hey John, you bid $500 on the snowflake tree, and somebody bid $550. Do you want to up your bid, or do you want to bow out? And you'll say, okay, go ahead and put me up to $600, and then we'll call the next person. You don't have to keep coming in every day to see where your bid's at. Yeah. So we do the work. We have people in the community that play Secret Santa and will buy trees and then say, go find a family in need. Oh, and wow. We literally shrink wrap the tree and throw it on the back of the truck, and a bunch of team members hang on to it, and we drive it over to someone's house and set it up in their house.
They're doing all the work for you. All you got to do is open up that pocketbook, and remember, it goes to Feed a Families. You had mentioned that every $25 feeds a family of 4. So we've got a couple of people like the Long Ridge Park Home Owners Alliance donated $350. The Bunko River Rollers donated $840. You got a lot of people that you don't have to necessarily buy a tree. You can go down there and just donate whatever cash to the program as well.
Yeah, these were nice surprises this year. I got a call one morning in my office, and there was a lady down in Executive Guest Services that wanted to personally hand me a check for Feed a Family. So I went down, and I was surprised by the Long Ridge RV park, and they were great. And then I had the Bunko folks bring $840 and deposit it. I've had a couple other people in the community that have called and said, here's X amount, take it off my credit card, which is amazing. So I have players that will tell me, you can't have my points, but here's $300, feed as many families as you can with this. And so whether it's the points, cash, or credit card, it all goes into the same pot. And once we get a cumulative of $25, we order another food box.
Do you have any idea how far, last year you did, was it 2,500 families?
Correct.
That's crazy. Do you have any idea where you're at so far this year?
Well,
do you have a goal?
Our goal is 2,500 again this year, and we fed 1,008 families for Thanksgiving. The 8 came out of a request from one of the local schools that had 8 families or 8 kids in the school that families were homeless. So we scrambled to make that happen, and now we're on track to try and hit our goal of 1,500 for Christmas. So we need everybody to bid on the auction for the trees. Give me your points, or call me and give me your credit card.
Who do they contact over at the Aquarius?
They can contact the Players Club, or they can contact me directly if they want, 702-298-5151, or email us too. If you go onto our websites at both locations, right on the main page there's the Feed a Family, more information, and it gives you all the details there.
Great. Busy guy.
Yes. Now I got to go to work.
Well, Sean, we appreciate you coming in, but more than that, we appreciate all the things that you do out in the community. Like I said, we could have a 6-hour interview and still not cover all the River Fund and the donations to all the different organizations in the community with Golden and the Aquarius part of that. And of course, all your work for the Boys and Girls Club and the Lawful Tours. Well, all right. Like I said, 6 hours. So, yes. Thank you very much.
You got it.
Thanks for coming in.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. Living Waters Hospice is your hometown hospice. If you or a loved one need more information about hospice services, please do not hesitate to call 928-565-9000. In-home consultations are provided at no cost. Please call Maria Pynakker at 928-444-7401 to schedule your consultation today. Thank you, everybody. I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you soon.